Hello everyone, this is llyonalpha, or just plain Lion, thank you, doing the third part of my dispel. This is going to be hopefully an in-depth experience for you. If not, then you're on the wrong channel. Go find one of the other guys. I saw a good video yesterday about some Yik Yobo. He was a satanic Satanist, describing to me how to become a werewolf by drinking water out of a wolf's paw. But you know, this I'm going to hopefully trying to explain a spiritual shift. This is one of the most common forms and one of the most hardest to achieve for some strange reason other than a physical shift. But yeah, we'll go into that. A spiritual shift is basically connecting with your inner self, connecting with that inner spirit. I'm a firm believer that a human cannot sustain their own life force when they're born. So the human soul, human spirit, reaches out for another, which is generally and most normally another animal spirit. Most of them will be what's most common as a dog, I suppose. So, in a sense, some of us though, like myself, I do believe, was given a wolven spirit, or found a wolven spirit. So now I have this wolven spirit within me that I have used and progressed into a physical shift. More on that hopefully in a later video, but for now we'll keep in touch with the spiritual. Spiritual shifting is very, very in depth. It allows you to connect with your spirit, the secondary spirit that you have. However, you need to be able to show signs before 13 to 15 years of age. I think I've found is the optimum, just before it ceases to exist within your body. I do have my boyfriend, of course, who is 22, 23, and is only just starting to understand what is happening to his body. He's been shifting while in a dream state for several years now. For as long as I've known him, he has been doing it. He's had troubles sustaining a shift, but he's able to mental shift and talk and interact with the spirits of other wolves that he knows rather well, so hopefully it'll all go well for him shortly. Anyways, spiritual shift is very different to a mental shift. Mental shift, as I said, is in a Garden of Eden that you've created for yourself. It's your happy place. A spirit shift isn't. A spirit shift allows you to enter the spiritual plane, the realms, so that my mentor taught me. Like I said, mine is Lion. Okay, I know, yes, strange. Even got a little dog tag here. But what I found is that you've got your human side and this animalistic side. This animal side you can tap into and become that animal, sorry. For me, it was Lion. Lion is a black wolf, black, purple sort of tinged wolf. Explain that later. It's a very strange story. He has a bit taken out of his ear, a scar over this eye, just over here. That was from his actually mate, which I've had a rant about already, Lillian. Lillian has been part of my life for many, many moons now, and I'm very, very fond of her. But enough of that, because I've had my rant about her. This was bitten off by Lillian as well, come to think of it. But that's what he looks like. He's a fairly large wolf. He's a dire wolf from what I've read. I don't know much about wolves living over here in Australia, so what I've read is as far as I've known, as much as I know about wolves themselves. Werewolves, however, I know a fair bit about, so I'll just say it's a dire wolf and hopefully leave it at that. But I'm able to enter the realms through him. I'm able to see what is actually there. I'm able to converse with other spirits. I'm able to eat food as if I was actually eating. I've gone a month and a half in the physical realm, in this realm here, without actually eating anything. I've had drinks purely to make it look like I've been eating, but other than that, I've had nothing. And drinks, I mean, maybe a bottle of Coke every 2 days is what I was drinking for that month and a half. Other than that, the spiritual realm is defined, and you can tell that you're in it by some key elements. There's a large mountain. It's a snow-capped mountain. It's grey. There's a black line just underneath where the snow ends, or starts and ends, and it goes into a very fertile, lush rainforest. From there it goes down into a river, and the river weaves down into a small rocky outcrop. That's where a fair few, a large amount of pack is located. If you look from the river mouth, so from the bottom of the mountain, looking down towards the rocky outcrop, to your right, there's a large mountainous volcanic outset far off into the horizon. To your left, there's a desert plain. It's not a barren desert, it's just a desert plain. There's little water. Okay. The plants you look for is quite often small, like a clover leaf, a lily leaf sort of plant. The stems are about, an inch in diameter, that leads off to a large flat leaf, about that big, and that's it. That's only lives in this realm, in the spiritual plane. But it is a major part of defining where you are. If you can see the localized land features, that particular type of plant grows everywhere. It's a very robust plant. Another thing is you'll be able to tell if you're real or if you're not. You'll be able to feel your heart pounding. You'll be able to feel those breaths of air, the cold, the warm, what you eat, where you go. It all feels different. When you wake up, you could be in a sweat. You could be in a cold. You could have mud, or something that feels like mud on your paws, on your hands, on your feet. You will most likely have a very full stomach. You won't want to eat anything for a day. That is when you know for certain you have entered this realm, spiritual realm, and have completed a proper spiritual shift. Okay, that's enough for this one. I will now turn this off, answer a few things on Facebook, go on to work on. I've got someone I've got to talk to on Skype. I will be back hopefully in about half an hour to post the fourth and final installment of this dispel. Thank you for watching.